Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video we're going to have a look at Cardano. A lot going on Cardano. I don't think it's really reflected in the price. So for me that looks like a potential opportunity. Obviously not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But, you know, we're going to have a look at some of the underlying data for Cardano, some really interesting data that doesn't tend to normally get covered on many YouTube channels. So we're going to take a look at that. We're also going to have a look at Cornucopia. Again, some really interesting stuff that's occurred over the last few days there. If you enjoyed today's video and you want to support the channel, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. Right, let's get down to the desktop. Okay, so we're going to start with Cornucopia, right? It's up 43.37% at the time that this video is recorded. Now rank 3,222nd by market cap. Really small. I was only talking about this in our Discord the other day and it was like just over 1 cent, saying I really do like this project. And you know, I think the price has kind of sort of gone up since you know, I've been talking to the guys in Discord. Not that I'm saying I moved the price, that didn't happen, but it, you know, coincidence, but not surprised to see the price discovery. Really do like this project. Now it's a fantastic, you know, metaverse, build to earn, learn to earn, play to earn. So really interesting. We talked with the team quite a lot, but you know what was interesting was the 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗠𝗠𝗘𝗥𝗦 NFT sale that happened on the 15th of March. Now, obviously, everybody knows that Cardano at the moment is under, you know, some heavy load until they get, you know, the 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗡 upgrade sort of over the line, which, you know, I don't think is too far away. But basically, unfortunately, the NFT sale couldn't sort of go ahead as sort of intended. Now, what I would say is the way the team handled this, for me personally, is beyond what I would have expected, and in a really positive way. So I really did want to include Cornucopia in today's video because I think the customer, like the level of customer service, was beyond what I was, you know, going to expect from any project. And I think it sets Cornucopia apart from many other projects in the space. Like to say I'm impressed is an understatement. Now, for those of you that don't know, after like the rocky second mint, as they've put it here, Cornucopia Game Studio gifts the community NFTs worth, you know, a total value of like 1 million ADA. Like it's beyond like comprehension, really. So I'm not going to sort of read through the Medium article. I will link it in the description of the video for you to take a look at. So a personal thank you from me, because I think there was only like just over 8,000 that were, you know, up for grabs, and I was in the queue at like 10,000. Mainly because I forgot my password to my wallet, so I couldn't link my wallet quick enough. It took me 30 minutes to figure out what the password was. You know, it's one of those. It happens when you've got so many wallets. But, you know, I was gifted the uncommon 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗠𝗠𝗘𝗥𝗦. So a big thank you from me, Cornucopia, and Nick and myself have been in the secondary market as well, and purchased more of these as well, because we really do rate this particular project. So you know, we have been in the secondary market purchasing quite a few of these today. Okay, moving on, and this article stood out, you know, a lot to me today, because actually it kind of aligns a lot with what I've been seeing personally, right? So Cardano network transactions could spike to 140,000 as the number of projects on chain increase. Now, for those of you that have been watching the videos that I do around fundamentals on projects, will know that I've been looking at total value locked for Cardano and a few other projects. Now, I talk about downtrends and I talk about the metrics that I focus on in the market, one being adoption. And for me, total value locked sort of is part of that adoption curve, right? Because it allows you to see the activity on chain, like, and who's building there, and is it growing or is it declining, right? And one thing that I have seen over the time that I've been covering it is that total value locked has increased immensely. And what I would say is Sunday Swap had a dominance of 96% when I first started looking at this on-chain total value locked, right? So now we've got Mint Swap dominance at 51.55. This is exactly what I was talking about when I first started looking at this total value locked, which I think was beneath 100 million. Don't get me wrong, 230 million, it's still tiny in comparison to where I expect this to go. We're talking the billion level, plus like tens of billions total value locked I expect this particular project to have over time. Now, you can kind of get a view on how big each and every project is. Now, again, I expect this to grow. I expect the dominance to change. But, in such a short period of time, we've seen some immense growth, and there is a lot of activity, sort of behind the scenes with Cardano. There is also a lot of projects, it's got to be said, that are waiting on Cardano in order to go live on the Cardano ecosystem, right? So I would say there's a lot of projects that are potentially very undervalued right now, and the reason why they're undervalued is because they're not utilized, and they're ready to go, but they're not on the ecosystem yet, and that is a Cardano issue that's preventing those projects from going live. So what I do envision is I envision those going live at some point, and we're going to start to see huge spikes. So it aligns with my thought process. It's aligning with everything I've been saying on this channel when it comes to fundamentals on projects like Cardano and various others. So yeah, it fills me with confidence to see that I'm not the only one talking and seeing this stuff, right? Like, it's really important to me that I give all our viewers the most accurate and correct information as I possibly can. So it's great to see the trend is still in line. We're still going in an upward trajectory, and that is exactly what I've been sort of articulating we should expect when it comes to Cardano. Now, I have mentioned, and I've seen other YouTubers stealing my lines. It reminds me very much of Amazon back in the 90s. When the metrics were all going up, but the price was down. Ultimately, it was undervalued. I see this with a few projects in the space currently. Cardano is one of them. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my opinion. You should treat it as educational purposes only, and you should definitely go away and do your research and look at some of the underlying data. But when we sort of dig in a little bit deeper, if we look at the number of wallets, yes, it took a dip, but the number of wallets is increasing, right? ADA, being staked is reducing, but again, I'm not too concerned with that. It's like it's minuscule. It's a percent, at most. ADA wallets per day, again, on the increase. Total value locked on the increase. The load in the last 24 hours is amber. It is very slow at the moment, but you should expect this currently until we get the 𝗕𝗘𝗪 solution. Adjusted volume per day, again, it's on the increase after a bit of a decline. Again, I wasn't too concerned about the decline. It was in line with the rest of the market. Native tokens are on the way up, and then transactions/payments per day is down. But again, I'm not too concerned by this at this stage. I kind of feel like, again, it's in line with the market, right? NFT sales are down. You can go look up the data, as well as many others. So overall, I'm not really concerned by the negative points in some of the data. The vast majority, and the most important metrics for me are on the increase. Over time, I expect price discovery off the back of it. Really interested to get your views and opinions. I see so much FUD out there, stablecoin, ADA, and all this sort of stuff that, people call it. Ultimately, I think that will become a thing of the past. I'm not married to any bag. I talk about over 40 projects in this space. And I I'm not married to any of them, right? I could drop any of them at any point if I see stuff I don't like. But ultimately, I think this is such a strong project, and I think it's going to melt people's faces. I think is probably the best way to describe it to many people. But I get people don't understand that these sorts of projects take an awful long time to get over the line and get where they need to go, right? They're building it from the ground up. It's not like they're using like a programming language that was already there, and it's you've got all the mechanics and the knowledge and of how to do it. A lot of the people building on Cardano are having to learn the new language and the new techniques in order to get things to operate the way they want it to operate. So I hope this video was useful. Do comment below, let me know what your thoughts are on Cardano. Really interested to get your views and opinions, mainly because there's so much hate towards the project and so much love for the project. I really like to get a balanced view, so try to be constructive, but I am looking forward to reading through your comments. Don't forget, jump into our Discord. We'd love to have you on our Discord, a great community. And we also have our Patreon service. We do 2 weekly AMAs. We've got one on Monday at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon GMT. So yeah, we'd love to have you involved in that. There's so much going on there. It's hard to sort of cover it all off in a video. So do check it out if that is of interest. Right, don't forget to mash up that like button if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.